Hello, my name is Xerxes, and today I'm going to be doing a little showcase about the new weapons you get with the echoes and stuff, the new advanced weaponry. So I did a little bit of grinding. I got all of them: the Quick Fang, the Iron Tusk, Silver Six, and Avenger. And the first thing we're looking at is the Quick Fang. So let's load in here real quick. I don't think I got to do anything in particular. And let's look at the stats and such. So the Quick Feint is a rapier. So if you want to have and use light weapons, this would be your deal. It does 12 damage, 5% pen, 7 scaling, 4 weight, and 8 range, and a swing speed of 0.81. And if you want to compare this to the other starting weapon, that being the stiletto, the stiletto does 11 damage, no penetration, has 3 light scaling, 2 weight, 6.5 range, and 1.05 swing speed. And a bit of unlag as well, 0.1. So I view the rapier as just purely better than the stiletto in terms of, if you are going to start with light weapons and such and want to upgrade your light weapons, the rapier would be better to use than the stiletto, because just purely because of the light weapon scaling increase, right? So as you level up in your light weapons, this would be better to use rather than the stiletto, unless you really like the critical of the stiletto, of daggers. It's got a default critical for the Quick Fang, and that's that. This is how it looks, pretty snazzy little guy if you want to use repairs. And let's go on to the next one. Next up is the Iron Tusk, a medium weapon, being a spear. So if you want to use spears, you could probably start off with the Iron Tusk to get those talents earlier. So let's take a look at it real quick. Let me pull up my stats for that at the moment so I can give you just exactly what it does. Okay, so it does 16.5 damage, 10% pen, 3 medium scaling, 5 weight, 9 range, and 0.68 swing speed. If you want to compare this, that is an Ardor Scream. If you want to compare this to the sword, which you start off with, it has 18 damage, 2.5 scaling, 5 weight, 8 range, and 0.75 swing speed. And now, I'm not a spear guy myself, right? So the thing you'd get spears for is probably the range or the talents. And both of those being, I don't really think either of those are particularly that good. So I would say I would not use the Iron Tusk. It's got a default spear, if it wants to work correctly, default spear critical, or you hit back, and then if you hit there, you slice again. The scaling isn't great on it, and the swing speed is just like definitely worse, and the damage is worse, just default, right? And if you want to say, oh, you could use it to scale a little bit more, the scaling's like 0.5 better for this in comparison to the sword. So I'd say stick with the sword if you want to go mediums. I don't really think spears are all that great in general. Like I do not enjoy using spears at all in Deepwoken, but that's just my personal taste. So that is the Iron Tusk. Take a look at it real quick, because it's about to disappear, and we're going to move on to the next one. For the third weapon, we're going to be starting with, I believe, the Silver Six. Is that what it's called? Yes, the Silver Six. And this is the gun that you could start with now, which is very different because you can't really start with a gun. So, they're branching out, making you have alternative options here. Now, there isn't anything on the wiki in this, so I'm going to be hovering over this to dictate, what, how much damage it does and such. So, the Silver Six is a, they are revolvers, light weapons, of course. Attack pretty slow, I may add. So what you can do with them, it does 10 damage, 13 light scaling, 1 weight, and 10 range, and then 0.8 swing speed is what it says. So these guys, pew pew, you could shoot with them, shoot pretty well. And if you want to compare this to Stiletto, again, I will give you those stats. But the Stiletto kind of sucks. So the Stiletto, what that does is 11 damage, no penetration, 3 light scaling, 2 weight, 6.5 range, and 1.5 swing speed. Now, I'd say it's user's choice, considering, guns are not for everybody. They got a very unique and weird moveset. So if you don't want to use them or anything, then that's like something, you have to figure out. But I'd say because of their scaling and such, it's kind of better than a Stiletto. You know, this guy could screw right off. So I would say these guns are better than a stiletto, and that if you want to advance, you know, use 75 echoes to get these, you can. And so we got one more to do, and that will be the heavy weapon. And I'll see you there. And the last weapon we're looking at is the Avenger, the heavy greatsword, which I'm very, very happy for. This thing looks so cool. And so let's, where am I starting actually? Where's my origin? Actually, that's fine. And so let me show you this. Heavy greatsword. I dislike the battle axe because of it kind of sucks, you know. But this heavy greatsword, it's kind of very cool. If you want to compare this to the battle axe, let me pull up the stats real quick. The Avenger does 21 damage. It has 0 pen. It's kind of weird that it says 0 pen on there, but that's fine. 6.5 heavy scaling, 8 weight, 8.5 range, a 0.62 swing speed, and 0.1 end lag. And then let me pull up the battle axe real quick. Battle axe does 20 damage, no penetration, no chip damage. 5 heavy scaling, so battle axe is worse scaling. 6 weight in comparison to the 8 weight here. 8 range in comparison to the 8.5 range here, and then 0.62 swing speed. So this is purely better. This is guaranteed better. Like, there's no contest. This is just a better option. I did forget to mention that if you are still watching, each of these costs 25 echoes to take. So to get the final last one, it's 100 echoes to get this Avenger, and it's very cool. I will say to get a default swing speed and stuff like that, but it is very cool. I appreciate it a lot. This will definitely be my new starter weapon for heavies. I do think you should get it as well. I think it's worth it, 100%. And that's it. This is the showcase for all of them. You can see what it looks like, see how cool it is. This is all the stats and stuff. And that's that. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.